Goodness.
Hi, Mommy Rona. Hello, Moms in Beats Global. How is everybody doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm actually okay. How about you?
I'm good. My goodness, it's freezing here again in Perth. How's the weather in your area? In San Jose, California.
It's kind of hot. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Hot.
Really hot. It's coming to winter, but it doesn't seem
It
that
doesn't
the
feel
snow.
like winter.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. We are we are currently in spring, but it still feels like winter.
Yeah, it's kind of
So,
late. The weather is kind of late. So meaning we will get the winter end of the year and then it will extend throughout a few months. So the world is weird.
yeah, it's currently weird at the moment. But before we move on to our topic for today, let's just
Yeah.
review our topic last week. So last week,
Like,
mummies, we have shared
mhm.
with you 8 hustles that you can do,
Yeah.
right, Mami Rona? So have you got a list?
Yes, I do. I do.
Okay,
So
just
we've
let's
mentioned,
review.
okay, we've mentioned about the 8 side hustles for those who are watching right now, especially for mommies like us.
Yes.
So we have drop shipping, drop shipping for the first one. So have you tried drop shipping before, mommy?
No,
No, not
I
yet.
felt that it's a bit too complicated because you'll
Yeah,
have, I don't want to deal with customers
complicated.
left and right because
That's
their
true.
orders did not arrive. So,
I know. You need yeah, this is okay for some people, that's doing the business with a third party of suppliers or whatsoever. Most especially if they're getting the products away from them. And then, yeah, they're good on customer service and such.
if you get a good supplier, I think it's easily done. But
Yeah.
yeah,
And
not for me.
it all goes down with the trust actually when you're
Exactly.
doing
Yeah.
drop shipping. Yeah. So not for us.
Not for us. And then the second one is blogging, wherein you
Yep.
create your own website that
Mhm.
you choose a certain topic for yourself that you would
Yeah.
like to write about, and then with the brands that
Mhm.
want to work with you, maybe you are using certain brands and you want to promote it in your blog, then you can have certain commissions for those who purchase through your blog.
Yes.
And then the next one, Mami Rona, is you've done this, you've tried
Vlogging.
this.
Yeah, vlogging. Yes. So vlogging is all about videos. So, guys, YouTube is kind of the biggest for this kind of
Side
ways,
hustle.
yeah, ways of having an income, because a lot of people, they're just doing it for fun, but of
Mm-hmm.
course as time goes by they actually found out that they can monetize all their videos as long as there's nothing to that will hinder them to earn money from there. They need to follow certain rules and regulation, and then they can monetize it and earn from whatsoever. And a lot of people has been doing this.
Ha- have
And
have you been successful in monetizing your channel?
oh, no, no, at first I don't actually think about monetizing. I'm just uploading with a lot of videos of my children and
Hmm.
family. But of course we are a same like-minded people, so if they can actually do it, we can also do it, also together with moms and bees, right? Yeah.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
actually building our YouTube channel as well. So if you can have a look at our YouTube channel, we will be adding the link in
Yes.
this video for later.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
so
please
that
do
is
subscribe to our moms and bees global
global
channel.
channel. Yes. And after that, we also explained to you affiliate marketing.
Yes.
So you can use different social media platforms that you are already using, and they just give you a link, they just give you a certain link, and when people buy and they use your link, you get commissions from
Yeah,
that sale. So that is affiliate marketing.
that's so
And
true.
then the next one, Mami Rona, is food business.
Yeah, food catering. Yeah, we all know it's with the current situation, what this pandemic has done. It's been 2 years, right? And it's still going. We don't know when will this end and will be over and done, but people nowadays are done with it. Yeah, so instead of brick and mortar, name it, restaurants are opening now, reopening, but somehow in the middle they will close down again. So uncertainty is for real. You cannot predict what our future holds, but as young, the internet is young, so some people, most of those wise, I call them wise business owners, they go digital, instead of selling in their places and renting a certain um brick and mortar,
Yeah,
establishment. They do get orders online, and
they
some
start
people
their
like
food
mommy.
business online. Yeah.
Yes, some mommies are doing the business on their homes, while taking care of their children. They also get some orders, make desserts, foods, variants, anything, as long as that's their passion, they want to do it, easy as social
And
media.
the startup cost with food businesses is, it could be really low. And so this is something that moms can actually do,
Yeah.
right?
And I'm recommending that to you, but that's not for you, right? Yeah. Even though that's our
Yeah. Well,
passion, it's
um
kind of hard.
we might do it in the future, but at the moment, there are things that we are prioritizing. And then
Yeah.
number 6 is online selling. So this is
Diva.
selling anything online.
Yes.
Diva.
Diva. The okay, okay one. Yeah, anything under the sun, name it. As long as you have the items, of course you can sell something. Don't sell without an items, guys. That's scamming.
It can be as simple as in Facebook, you can sell it in marketplace. Things
Yeah.
that you have at home that you have accumulated over the years.
I
Maybe
use
someone else would love to have them, would love to use them. And so that is
pre-love.
the simplest thing. Yeah, pre-loved items. That is the simplest way to
Yeah,
start your online business
that's
through
true. Some
marketplace.
Yeah, some wants to be minimalistic, after buying a lot of stuff, and then,
Yeah.
earn from it, earn from, the
You can
whole
sell
thing.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I
And then
love
Mommy Ron
stuff from before
from
without it. Oh my goodness. Like no, before this pandemic, I was actually into that. I was looking for some certain items that was really
mm,
loved by people. But of course, with, with the pandemic, I
we
kind
have
of
to be careful, but
silo with that. Yes.
yeah. So you can sometimes people get furniture from marketplace,
Mhm.
um
As long as
appliances.
you're not that very, how do you call that? You can just clean it, not.
Exactly. You can always clean those items. So number 7 is social media manager. You can manage somebody else's social media pages
Yeah.
because sometimes they just don't have the time for it, especially
Yeah.
for people who are maybe content creators. They'd rather spend time creating videos
Mhm.
rather than managing their social media.
Yeah.
So that
Mhm.
is something that you can do apart from your work, or maybe if you're a mom, you have a few hours to spare to
Yeah.
manage other people's social media
Yeah.
accounts.
Kind of like a
So
virtual assistant. Yeah.
yes, yes, that's right. And the last one is, if you have a special talent, maybe you can do photography for other people, or you can do
Mhm.
video editing for other people. You can do freelancing jobs, right? So use your talents, make money out of it. So these are just a few of the side hustles that you
Yeah.
can do,
Yeah.
especially
Some
for moms.
Yes, that's true. Just wanna give an additional side, because not only kindergarten, when the school start, opening, of course, some people are, aside from those teachers, they are badly in need of shadow teachers, the assistant teachers,
Mm,
seasonal. And then when the children are okay, of course the normal or the regular teachers can handle it already. Then the assistant, or those shadow teachers, no need, right? They don't need it anymore. So, this is freelancing. You can
for you,
name it,
yes.
name it, as long as the job is open, right?
Now that you mentioned that, there are a lot of available opportunities for them. They can start their own tutorials on YouTube and
Yeah.
something
Oh,
like that,
yeah.
right?
My friends have
So,
been doing that. She
mm,
was once a Singapore English teacher in Singapore, but of course, as mom, you need to take care of your children, right? So yeah,
yeah,
at home they've been doing the online tutorial,
tutorials.
yeah, one-on-one tutorial, or maybe
Oh,
class of
okay.
two or three. Yeah, that's a
Yes,
good
yes.
idea. Yeah, love that.
Exactly. So there you go, moms. That's a lot of things that there's a lot of things that you can actually do online to start earning money. But for our topic for today, we're just talking about savings, really.
Yes. So for those who are watching right now, are you ready to listen to us? We're gonna talk about savings. This may
Yes,
be
and
applicable to you or not, but just, filter and edit it accordingly, because not all of us are on the same track. But as you listen to us, we are moms and base. We are here to actually, give you some ideas that you can just grab
yes.
and learn from it, right?
And what's funny is that most of the time when we talk about savings,
Mm-hmm.
moms have very similar experiences on how they're saving
Yes.
for their family. So we thought about three easy ways to increase
Mm-hmm.
our savings, and these are very general rules. Okay, the first one that we would like to talk about is first, decrease your expenses. So
Yes,
lower your expenses to increase your savings,
that's true.
right? So, Mommy Rona,
How
do
do I
you
do
think?
that?
No, first of all, are you saving up for something?
I do, I do. I love to do that way back before, but of course, as things, certain things happen. Yeah, of course, there are times that you have a lot of savings, and there are times that you have
You don't
low.
have any.
It really depends on the current situation that you are in. But of course, single people, I believe they're saving for something as well. Most especially moms, because now we are family oriented. We just don't think
Yeah.
about ourselves. We think about the future, the future of our
It's mostly
children.
about the kids, right?
Yeah, the children itself that you wanna. My birthday last September 3, I was like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do during my birthday? I think about my children. We
And you're
went to an
going
aquarium. Yeah, we
for
went to
your birthday.
Monterey. So it was like, it's not for me anymore. It's for them.
Mm,
So I just enjoy life with them.
with
So
them,
yeah.
yes.
So
So same
save.
with you.
Mm-hmm.
With when I think about savings, I really save up for the kids in case,
Yeah.
they need something straight
Mm-hmm.
away, or for me education is a big thing and I really want to save up for that. We're
Yes.
actually saving up for that already, and that's one of the reasons why I started my business, is to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that they get good education. And now when we think about savings, sometimes you feel that your income is just enough. But if you want to increase your savings, you decrease your expenses. What is the
Yeah.
most practical way, do you think, for you to be able to lower your expenses? What's the most practical
For
thing?
me,
Yes. What's the most
yeah,
practical
for
thing
me,
for you?
yeah, if you think about decreasing, if I think about decreasing my expenses, I think for us, because we love to be real, this is real time, guys. We love eating out. We
Yes.
really love to explore places. It's been pandemic, so what happened is, of course, a lot of establishments has been closed. So
Hmm.
just home. But after they reopen, it's like I don't know.
We're excited
We
too.
went crazy, yeah, and we tried, yeah. But ever since we tried eating out and exploring different places and try. Even in Singapore, when I was in Singapore, when I knew that there's a long queue or people are falling in line on that certain area, meaning that area or establishment is really good on certain food, right? So if we're gonna
Yes,
go there,
yes.
so maybe that's my lifestyle ever since. But when you add up a partner in
The
life,
cost.
same as you, same as you. Yeah. So for me, that's one way of actually trying to decrease our expenses and don't shop too much.
Yes.
I am a kind impulsive. To be honest, I tried doing liloing that attitude of mine, but sometimes it's just really hard. But of course, nothing is impossible. You can do what you can if you have some future plans. So instead
That's
of
right.
doing online shopping, you put it on certain things, right?
You can
You know
save
that.
it. You can
Yeah.
save it instead.
Yeah.
Also, there are a lot of practical ways that you can really, decrease your expenses. For example, I love planting. So instead of
That's
buying your
true.
herbs all the time, you can buy seeds and you can start planting seeds, and then honestly, sometimes it costs around $3 for a bunch, and you'd be using it once. You'd be using half of it. So instead of buying it all the time, then you can just start your own garden.
Yeah.
You can start your herb garden, and you don't have to buy it every time you need it. So just start off with the herbs that you constantly use. So rosemary,
Mm-hmm.
mint, coriander, parsley,
Mm-hmm. Base
celery, they're very easy to grow. So growing your own food can decrease your expenses.
add-ons, Mom Diane, aside from you getting your own herbs from your own garden, you know what happened? As what you mentioned a while ago in the marketplace, a lot of people actually reselling their own plants.
Yes,
Yeah, you can
yes,
earn
that's
from
right.
it. Mm-hmm.
You
Love
can
it.
even earn from it. That's
Yes, yes.
that's actually a good idea.
Most especially if
Um,
you have a green thumb. Of course, you can you can
you can keep on
you
growing.
yeah, you sow a seed, of course there will be a plant. But if you don't have green thumb, guys, don't think about this.
Yes.
You can
I
try and
another
try.
So one more thing that I can think of is, you know how sale is overseas. When they say sale, it's really sale, like massive
Oh, yeah.
70% off. So I was
Singapore.
thinking maybe you can decrease your expenses by not buying clothing full price.
Oh yeah, I love that. Instead, you after the season, then
Yes.
yeah, that's
You
funny.
can buy your
That's a
winter clothes
practical
this
way.
year for next season.
Yes. Yes, yes, that's true.
And
That
that
is
saves us a lot of money, to be
yeah.
honest, right?
Don't impulsive on buying it's gonna be summer, so all those establishments, they will be selling bathing suit and everything, right? They're overpriced, guys. So don't
Yes.
wait until the end of the season. Oh, one more thing. Filipinos love to do balikbayan boxes, right? I've
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now actually. I'll be sending 5 boxes in the Philippines. Thank you to our digital business. With this pandemic, I cannot do that. Yeah. So it's just yearly thing. But the thing is, I do chocolates too at the end of the season. So,
Yes, yes.
November, they've been doing the trick and treat, right? So it's just super fun. I've I've bought end of the season after the Halloween. We we bought those Halloween chocolates, and then it goes to the Philippines during Christmas season. It's still a chocolate. It's just the, the picture is
Yes.
Halloween. Never mind,
It still saves
guys.
you money. It still saves you
Yes.
money. Like for example, your budget is $100, then you'd probably just spend half of your money and
Yep,
save the rest.
that
So
is
those
so
are just a few ways wherein you can lower your expenses and increase your savings. Now the second one, Mami Rona, I think this is the
yes.
most practical. This is the most practical because sometimes you can't keep on lowering your budget. You can't keep on lowering your expenses, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the best thing that you can really do to increase your savings is to increase your income. So,
Yes.
in your experience, how can a mom do this? How can you increase your income? We were just talking about the side hustles
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
previously. So,
Side
for in your
hustle, the word,
case,
yeah, side hustle word itself, that's it. That's what every mom needs. So in my case, what's my way of increasing my income aside from my work? My
mhm,
my current job, my full-time job. Sometimes I do have some part-times as well, side hustles. Aside from those, because I'm on a healthcare field. So aside from those, I do this digital business. Because
yes, yes.
guys, just to let you know, we are super dandan. My word for the day is dandan. Yeah, I'm super dandan with selling stuff.
Yes.
Kinda hard for
I
real.
remember when we started, you're
Goodness.
telling me, sis, I'm selling
What am I
daing.
saying? Oh,
Daing.
no, no, tinapa. Tinapa.
Tinapa.
Okay,
Tinapa.
yeah. That's just for fun. But the thing
Yes,
is,
yes.
my auntie has been doing the smoking the fish.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I got
Smoked
it
fish.
like 4 fishes for $7. So because I'm the marketing one, so I sell it to my friends, right? I sell it for $20. So it's
Mm.
almost
Now
half
everybody knows.
for those
But
be
you
quiet.
know, that's businesses. You
Yeah,
really
that's
have
how you
to
do the business, right? Yeah. So it's
you
just a
have to
matter
make money somehow.
whether it's small income or a big amount. I always love this how Chinese think about things when they're selling stuff. Oh, liit kita, pero but if
If you
you
add it
join it
up,
all together, yes, it's really a
still
good money.
income.
Yes. So cents here, cents there. If you are really good on savings and strategizing, your business itself, it will grow eventually.
That's
So
right.
example as well sis, have you heard about, I don't want to mention things, but those makeups,
Yes, yes.
Avon and everything. Yeah.
I think
It's
that Avon has sent a lot of Filipinos to school, don't you
mm,
think? Because
um,
in during our time, I think a lot of moms were doing that. I mean,
yes, 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 yes. Because of that, they yeah,
because
yeah,
of their income, then somehow it helps to send their kids to
yeah.
school
That's
or
the
put food
trend
on the
those days.
table. Yeah,
That's true. That's the trend those days. Of course, not only Filipinos, a lot of moms all around the globe, even the father. If this is the trend, or this is what other people is doing, of course you are actually, you want to try it eventually and you want to go with the flow, right? Yeah, but the thing is, you cannot sell all your life,
all
your
the
entire
time.
all the time and your entire life cannot. They will be done. That's my word for day. For those products will end eventually, meaning this pandemic,
They might
about
not be on trend.
yes, and instead of buying those stuff that they've been selling, why not just buy their food because it's pandemic?
Yeah, be more practical. People are getting
So
more practical these days.
practical. That's so true. Yeah.
So
How
also you
about
can find a
you?
second job. For me right now, I am currently working on the business. So
Mhm.
I feel so blessed that I get to I don't have to go to work at the moment, but in the future, I'm still thinking about starting my own food business. Um,
I love that. Send me some
I
here, okay?
Yeah, you know, that's been my dream to start my own business, really. But at the moment, because the kids are still young and they still need me, I'm like the service of family service
Mhm.
of of our family, and so they're my priority. But in the future, I really want to open my own food business.
And by
And
that time, sis, that you open your own business, you'll be the one running it. Your passion is you cooking all
yes, that
those
will
stuff,
be my
right?
passion. That will be my
Yeah.
passion project. My dream, of course, is to have that passion project wherein I don't really have to think about the expenses and the income because my business is already looking after that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know, it doesn't matter if it's really going to make money, although, of course, we want to make
Yeah.
sure that it's going to make money and it's going to be successful. But at least
Mm-hmm,
during the growing pains of my business, of
mm-hmm.
my food business, my other business is there to look
Yeah.
after
And
the
with
family.
those, yeah, and with those incomes, I am telling you, you're just, you will hire people to do what you don't want to
Yes,
do. Because you're the
because
boss.
starting a business can be stressful, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You
It's a
like
one man.
we are talking about traditional businesses here. So
Yeah.
running a traditional business can be stressful, can require a lot of money.
Yes.
And so we are so blessed that with this digital business, all of those problems that you encounter with your traditional businesses are
Mm-hmm.
gone, just
Yeah,
literally gone, because you're in a different playing field,
that's true.
right? So, really, starting your own business, increase your income is the
Yes,
best way to increase your savings.
that's
But for
true.
those who can do this, Mami Rona, why not do both?
Why not? Chalk not.
Why not do both?
Yes.
So, if you are able to, live on a budget,
Mm-hmm,
you don't
mm-hmm.
have to starve yourself. You have to be reasonable when you do this.
Yes.
So if you can live on a budget and increase your income by,
Mhm.
starting a side hustle,
Yeah.
starting your own business, then that means that you are able to increase your savings by a
Yes.
lot more.
That's so true. That you can actually use those savings in other matter. Yeah, like travel
Exactly.
with your family, you want to purchase, pay off your mortgage, your investment properties, or you want to buy another house. That is
Exactly.
really,
Exactly.
really applicable once you actually try, try to do both.
Exactly. Yes, yes. And who says it's not possible, right? And
There
so for all of you moms out there, there are a lot of ways to actually increase your income, but
Mm,
basically by decreasing your expenses or lowering your expenses and increasing your income, you
yeah,
can in fact increase your savings
that,
and use that for the things that you really need or the
yeah,
things that you really want to do with your family.
yeah.
So, oh, maybe we can leave our moms here with a question, right?
Sure. For those who are anyone watching us actually, and for those who are
Um,
watching us
there's a few
here,
people coming in and out. We
yeah,
forgot to ask them to leave comments in the beginning.
that is okay. So for those who are watching us later on,
In the
yeah,
replay.
what kind of mommy are you? Are you are you a saver or not a saver, or what do you actually do? Do you save a lot? Are you that kind of mommy? Because me, I am not saving a lot for real, sis. It's just like because of this digital business, yes, we do save a lot because
Mm-hmm,
we earn
mm-hmm,
a
mm-hmm.
lot from it, right? But me myself, I just go with the flow. Yeah, whatever. One more thing. I just want to add on this. Remember the one I told you, the 100 envelopes? Remember?
Yes, yes, yes.
I
You can
love
actually
that.
share this
Yeah.
hack.
So
It's like a hack.
it's yeah, so it's just an additional tips from our, from us. You might want to try this one at home too. Get 100, a box of an envelope, whatever envelope is okay, small, large, or medium. So those are white, right? So you need to just get a Sharpie and put numbers in it, 1 to 100. So every day, or if you want every day, that's okay. But usually people, what do they do is every payday. So if your pay
Mm.
is 15 or on the 30th, so you go and get one, two, three, depends on you. So if you happen to get 50 on the envelope, it says 50, now number 50,
So
then
is
you
it, if
will,
it says number 50, you put
yeah,
$50?
yes, you're gonna
So
put 50
if it says
bucks.
$1, so you start from $1 to
You need to
100
shuffle it. Oh my gosh. You need to
dollars.
shuffle the
Yeah, yeah,
hundred.
yeah.
Yeah.
So did you and how much do these cards add up to at the end of your
5K,
saving?
$5,000.
So if you add 1 to 100, it gives you $5,000 at the end of
Yes,
it.
yes,
Wow.
yes.
So if you do this for 100 days, you
If you
easily
want to do
save
it every day, yeah, you can
you
do that
easily
about three
save
months.
5,000 in
In
3
3 months.
months.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, September, October, November, December. It's the perfect time to do
Wanna try?
it.
Go ahead. It's super fun if it's actually like $1, $2. That's super fun. You can add on more. You can,
Yes.
yeah, but if it goes to the 98, then 90, 95, you may want to think once only.
Yeah, if you can afford to do it, if you can afford to do it every day, right? But that's just an option. So
Yes,
if you
that's just
cannot
an
afford to do it on a daily basis, maybe you can do it on a weekly basis.
weekly or
So
pay
that's
2 times in a month, like 15 and the 30th, or no? People usually have pay days on those days.
wow. That oh,
Yeah.
sis,
So
when will it finish if they would do it twice a month?
it really depends. It really
It's
depends
like I
on
think it's
how,
2 years. It's two
yeah,
years.
how, but I knew some people, I'm like halfway to it, but
Oh,
I
wow.
knew
How
people,
often do you do it? How often do you do it?
it really depends.
So
When
when you
I
have the cash, then you just get an
Yes, that's
envelope.
the thing. I have a side hustle that gives me cash.
Mm,
So that
mm-hmm,
side hustle, instead of me putting, we have different side hustles. So
mm-hmm,
it's a lot
mm-hmm.
of cash, right? So if I feel like doing that, then I will do that. Not only once, it depends on what number I will pick until I finish the cash.
Ah,
I
yes, yes. You
do I
finish
do
up
that
all of
way.
your cash. So instead of spending it on something, then it gets
It
saved
gets inside an
instead.
envelope. Yes, yes.
There. So, mommies who will be watching this later on, that's a really, really good idea of how you can save 5,000.
Yeah.
$5,000
Aside
or
from
5,000 pesos. It depends on
yeah,
what
depends on
denomination you want to use.
and the
But
currency
yes,
that you are in, right? And I just want to let you know that if in it's good also to save inside our bank. But we often look at it. I see my money in there, and then you often to
are
think,
you
what?
tempted to use it?
Yeah, I'm kind of like not
You're like
okay
that.
looking at it. So
We're
what
so
I do,
opposite.
I will send it to my other bank account, which I
So you
cannot
don't
see
see
that.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
for me, I like saving. I've been like that. My husband keeps telling me, "Well, sometimes you have to spend your money." But
and
I
buy you
really love
some stuff
yes,
for yourself.
buy something nice for yourself.
Mhm.
But I think I'm done with buying nice stuff. I'm
Yeah.
more into paying off the car loan, paying off the mortgage. We are
Buying stuff for the
more
kids.
into paying for the future,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
buying for the future. So, yeah, I really love saving. So, sometimes I feel like I'm kuripot even for myself. What's
Yeah,
kuripot?
yeah, we often feel that you that's a normal thing. It's just that, some people like our husband or our wife might open your eyes as well. That, oh, this is what I've known in my marriage life. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, no, no. Your partner is really it's an opposite of us. We can be the same on some stuff, but most of the time they will open our eyes on what things that we cannot even see, even though it's right in front of your
We have to
face.
open up a little bit to other other people's ideas. And
They're there
somehow you're right that
for a reason,
especially when especially yeah, especially when you earn a bit, maybe you should tell yourself that you deserve to enjoy
reward
it
yourself.
as well. Yeah,
That's
yeah. You
But
have
too
to
much
reward yourself.
reward is not good as well. Okay, guys? Too much rewarding of yourself is not good. Yeah. But
Yes, yes.
for
You
me, I'm on the Balik Alindog challenge. But the thing is, yeah. Yeah, people, I know it may hurt you. You're feeling, oh, you're getting fatter. I this is the reality. We have money, we have food, we want to eat. We are
Oh,
yeah,
that's what you're trying to say.
yeah, yeah, for myself. But I
Mm,
always remember my mom as what she said. You don't go for a diet if you cannot and you have food on your plate. Go on a diet if you are like you don't have money. So
then it's a good
my
excuse
mom,
to start
yeah,
your diet.
yeah,
But
start your diet if you don't have money.
that's a
Then
good point.
people,
You also have to look after yourself.
yeah,
You
but
can't
not
always look
in
after other people all the time.
but just be always on a moderation level.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's true.
But
So,
we are different people. We have our different testimonies in life. As long as
whatever
we are
works for
happy,
you.
yeah. As long as we are happy and healthy, and we are here to, be a blessing to other people, it should be
That's
fine.
right. That's very important. So thank you so much, mommies, for those who have been coming in and out watching us. We
Hello.
hope that we were able to share with you a few tips on how you can increase your savings.
Yeah.
Maybe there's one one last thing that I forgot to mention before. They said that you should save around 3 to 6 months worth
Oh.
of how much you spend in a
Oh
month,
yes,
just
yes, yes.
in
Mhm.
case. You'll never
Emergency, right?
know for emergency fund.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. So
Oh yes, yes. I've
maybe we
heard
can.
about I've heard about that. It's a good thing that you actually raise that thing. That
Mm,
whatever happened, of course, this pandemic never no one knows about this that this
yes,
will be happening. If you have that way back before, you should be fine right now, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So
So
everything will be
if you can
covered.
afford to save that
Yeah.
much, especially when you have a family, that's very important.
Yes.
So, okay, for those of you who are watching till the end, you can let us know what you want us to talk about for our next topics, right? And
Yeah.
we would be happy to share what we know,
Mm-hmm.
share with you what we're doing and what we think of that topic as well. So this is a page for moms, and we would love to hear your stories as well.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Thank you,
So
Mommy Rona.
thank you, Mom Diane, and thank you for those who are watching us and watching the replay later. Hope you learned something from us today. Yeah. You decrease your
Okay.
income, increase your income, or you do both. Bye. God
Yes.
bless.
Hi, everybody.
Bye bye. Thank you. Good night.